Hi guys, welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new. Today's video is going to be a continuation of our spring deep cleaning series. So today we are in the kitchen deep cleaning all of our appliances and everything like that. So I hope this video gives you a lot of motivation to get going on your spring cleaning today. I started by clearing out our spice cabinet and wiping down those shelves. As you can see, I also have some canned goods and stuff in here, but I find that this cabinet with the spices just tends to get dirty pretty quickly. Those little spices leave their crumbs and stuff behind, so I wanted to get that clean today. I didn't really do much organization in my spice cabinet today. I will be doing a full kitchen organization video next week. That'll be the next installment of this spring cleaning series, so make sure that you're subscribed to the channel and have your bell notifications turned on. That way you will get notified when that video goes live. If you're looking for some kitchen and pantry organization motivation, that'll be here next week. But for now, I'm really just focusing on the deep cleaning, getting appliances, cabinets, everything deep cleaned for today. Moving on to my microwave, I started by just taking out the plate and wiping everything down with a multi-surface spray and a washcloth, but there were still some things in the corners and stuff that I wanted to make sure I got out. So I used this Eraser Daddy. So you guys have seen me use the SCRUBDADDY sponge before. I love that thing. And so SCRUBDADDY actually sent me this Eraser Daddy along with a couple other products I'll show you later on in this video to try and use, and I really liked this Eraser Daddy on my microwave. Then I actually learned about cleaning these little vents under your microwave on TikTok. Now I didn't do the TikTok method for cleaning them. I think you're supposed to like soak them overnight or something like that. I'd have to look at it again. I didn't do that. I just quickly put some soap on them and scrubbed them a little bit with my SCRUBDADDY sponge, but it worked okay. I'm sure if I had done the overnight thing, it would have gotten even cleaner, but we haven't been in this apartment that long and I wasn't really worried about, they weren't that dirty. So in the future, I'll try out that cleaning method and let you know how it goes. But for now, I just wiped it down really quick. Moving on to my stovetop, I made a little paste with some BARKEEPER'S FRIEND and water, and then I broke out this sponge from SCRUBDADDY. I thought this would be nice because I could use the softer sponge side to apply this BARKEEPER'S FRIEND paste, and then use the scrubbing side to scrub it off. So that's what I did, and it did work pretty well. I've got to tell you guys, I am new to having a gas stovetop, so I literally didn't even know how to take off the metal plates. I thought maybe mine just didn't come off because they didn't just pull right off. And then I discovered, you'll see partway through my cleaning process, that they do in fact come off, and it would have been a lot easier to clean them that way. And I did end up kind of cleaning them, or finishing the cleaning process with them not attached to my stove. But anyway, you live and you learn. Comment down below and let me know, do you guys have a gas stove or an electric? I think cleaning an electric one is definitely a lot easier, but I will say the gas stove does heat up my pans so much faster and more evenly, so I can understand why people like them.
Feeling every spark, shock to my heart, see my blood rush running, staring at my hands and making big plans. You and me started something just to watch my mind go wild. A hurricane inside, tearing through my chest so loud. Can you hear my heart right now? This is bigger than a crush, embers falling around.
You guys, if you don't already have BARKEEPER'S FRIEND in your cleaning arsenal, you need some. It works so incredibly well on burnt on stains, things like your stovetop and in your oven, even on pots and pans. If you have stuff that's burnt on, it is unbelievable how well it gets it all off. They have a powder like what I use that I just kind of make into a paste with water, or they have some that is already in paste form. I'll link them both down below for you. If you prefer to just have the pre-made paste, you can definitely use that as well. I think it's just, you pay a little bit more for that, but it works so incredibly well. I highly, highly recommend you get yourself some for those tough stains.
Staring at your mouth, thinking all about if you know what you've done is just watch watch my mind go wild. A pack of wolves inside, tearing through my chest so loud. Can you hear my heart right now? This is bigger than a cut.
Now onto the oven, probably everyone's least favorite part of cleaning your kitchen. As you can see, there was a lot of burnt on stuff on the inside of my oven, even on the door. So that's what I'm trying to work off today, starting by applying that Barkeeper's Friend with that SCRUBDADDY sponge all over the inside of my oven. And then I just let that sit for a while I was cleaning the oven racks so that it would have a time to really work on those stains. Once again, I'm cleaning the oven racks with some Barkeeper's Friend and that SCRUBDADDY. Are you sensing a theme here? But I actually ended up moving on to the SCRUBDADDY, which is that circular smiley face sponge from SCRUBDADDY, because it's just a little bit more firm and abrasive, and I felt like I needed that on those tough stains on the oven racks, and that worked really well. Then to clean the inside of my oven, now that it has sat there for a while, I got this SCOURDADDY. Now I had never used this particular kind of sponge from SCRUBDADDY before, but this was one of my favorites that I used from them today. It was so good at cleaning out my oven and really like scrubbing on those tough stains. I highly recommend this one. I think my top two favorites, after having tried a lot more of their products, are the original SCRUBDADDY. I think that one is like the best. And then this SCOURDADDY was incredible for the inside of the oven. Probably better than the SCRUBDADDY would have been. I've used the SCRUBDADDY on the inside of my oven too, and it works, but this one just is a little bit more abrasive, and it also, I just feel like it kind of is easier to push down on and like really get some elbow grease in there, which you really need for scrubbing out an oven. So I really like the SCOURDADDY. I also feel like it would be good for like wiping down things like outdoor furniture and like fabric kind of stuff. I don't know. I just feel like it would be good at that as well. And there we have it, our nice clean oven. Oh, it feels so good to have this done. As you can see, my kitchen sink is pretty dirty right now. I usually clean that very last thing whenever I'm doing a real deep clean like this, because I end up dirtying so many sponges and rags and stuff, and it's just easiest to be able to throw them all in my sink as I go and then refer back to them if I need to grab them again or whatever, and then just clean my sink very last thing. Then onto the dishwasher. Don't neglect to clean your dishwasher. They can get so gross if you don't clean them often, just because there's always so much moisture sitting in them. So I'm just taking my SCRUBDADDY sponge and going around all of the rubber parts and just kind of getting in there and scrubbing out any grossness that may have accumulated. Also check to see if your dishwasher has a filter that you can remove and clean out. Unfortunately, mine does not, but a lot of dishwashers do. So see if yours does, and if you can pull it out and clean it, you might be pretty surprised by how dirty it is, and your dishwasher will probably work a lot better after you've cleaned it out. So check and see if your dishwasher has a filter.
Hold the crown, the one they talk about, pacing around in your room, all your reasons stuck like a loop beneath your shoe.
while I'm cleaning out my fridge here, I thought I should explain the SCRUBDADDY sponge a little better because I feel like I haven't explained it that well. I've talked about it in other videos, but basically the way that their sponges work is if you get them wet in cold water, they're really firm, and then you can really use them to like scrub things and get in on those more tough stains. And then when you get them wet in hot water, they're softer, more like a regular sponge, and they can like squeeze into tight areas, and they're just more like, you know, more like a normal sponge. So that's kind of the way they work, and that's what, in my opinion, makes them a little bit more unique. And they're also just so durable. That one yellow SCRUBDADDY sponge that I was using earlier, I've had for like at least 2 months, and it is still in pristine condition. I don't know how, but it's kind of amazing how long they last, and they're not that much more expensive than a regular sponge, but they last like at least 3 times the lifespan of a regular sponge. So in my opinion, they're totally worth it. And as we move onto the floors, we are almost done. I always feel so good when I finally get to the sweeping and mopping the floors portion of my cleaning routine, because it means the end is in sight. And man, you guys, it feels so good to have a fresh, clean kitchen. I don't know about you, but I'm so much more motivated to be in my kitchen cooking if I actually have a nice, clean kitchen. Well, there it is. Kitchen is clean. I hope yours is coming together as well if you are cleaning along with me. Make sure you like this video if you enjoyed, and make sure you're subscribed and have your bell notifications on. The next video is going to be an organization of my pantry, which we didn't even touch today, as well as some of my cabinets, like my spice cabinet and stuff like that. So make sure your bell notifications are turned on for that, and I will see you guys again in the next one. Bye.
You're taking me back to better days.